What's up, guys? We're here back with our daily BSLT update. Sorry we missed yesterday. Nothing really happened. Yesterday's BSLT update was around 42, 43 cents. So, just didn't make a video. Didn't have time. But that was roughly the price of BSLT yesterday. So today, we got some big news, man. We are dropping. We are going down to this 30 cents. We're at 37 now. So refreshing one more time to see there. It was just at 38. So what's going on, right? What's going on? Why is the BSLT price dropping? That's what people are asking. We're hearing that in Discord. We're hearing that in chat. Well, I told you before, if you've been following the updates here, my theory is that we're going to go down to 35 cents or approximately, somewhere in the 30s maybe, before we start seeing people actually wanting to buy again. And the reason I have for this is because everyone already has the stuff. So they've also made things cheaper in game. They've also now are selling BSLT via credit card. So you don't have to go through the crypto swaps to buy it on here. You can buy a small amount via the credit card. So all these systems in place, because there is going to be some credit card fraud as well. So credit card fraud is a very, very problematic thing in gaming, and it's infamous, right? So it happens. So that's going to put some selling pressure. Then you got people that are upset and there was no new content for a while. Those people decided to cash out and attempt to sell. The selling pressure takes, over 24 hours because it takes 24 to 25 to 26 hours to get your withdrawal, and then you have to go and sell it on here and convert it. So the selling pressure is delayed. The buying pressure is pretty much instantly. So when someone is excited or happy, they go ahead and buy, instantly, and you can just simply buy and then deposit it right away. So you see the increase happen a lot faster than what you see the decreases happen. The decrease has a delay because of the withdrawal delay. So we still are in that period of decline right now. We've been in the decline ever since like the 90 cents when the craziness was going on, when BSLT was all super hyped and it was just like madness. What also has happened is that the investors, the people that were here to just flip BSLT, they were gonna, buy low, sell high, they've all bounced, they've all left because BSLT is now on a downtrend. And so they're like, the momentum is going the other direction. So they're like, this isn't a worthwhile investment. I shouldn't be holding these coins. I shouldn't be buying these coins. I should be selling these coins. So all the investors are now leaving the game, leaving the market, leaving this. And we can see this by going into the Bora scope and searching on the Bora. And then you can see all the transactions, you can see the holders and so forth, right? So what we're getting to is we're getting to a point where blue salt is strictly used for game purposes right now. So if you really want to dive deep into this, you can go Bora scope, you can search all the transactions and figure everything out. A lot of snooping into there. I don't know if that's the right word. Sleuthing is the right word for that. So you can just discover so much information and data on what's going on, who's buying, who's selling, and so forth. But at this point, the token is becoming back down to reality. Reality is this token shouldn't be more than maybe like 20 cents, in my opinion, right? This is a game token. This is a token that is used to play a game and function in a game. And at 45 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 75 cents, the cost to play the game is so astronomically high that it limits the amount of people to jump into the game. And then also you have to readjust all the systems, because the systems are like, hey, you rent us. The land rent cost, $300 a month or $150 a month. And now they're like, well, we have to adjust it. We have to make it lower because no one's paying that, and it's too damn expensive. We didn't expect the BSLT price to be this high, is kind of what XL Games has told us. So now the rent price is now down to 100 for the small land, 135 for XL Games one, and so forth. So they've been constantly lowering down the BSLT prices in game. They've lowered down the building costs. They've lowered down the Arc Pass cost. They've lowered down the rent cost. And then also, what has just happened is we've gotten to month number 1. So this is 28 days now of Archeworld. And at this point, the first batch of people that had rented property on day 1 have now ended up losing their property and have to rent again. Some of them are quitting. Some of them have cashed out and be like, well, I bought my token at 10 cents, so I don't like the game anymore, I'm leaving. And now they're selling at 37 or 48 cents or 50 cents, whatever it was, right? They're like, well, I made money, I'm going to get out of here. So you got that slight delay. So tomorrow there should still be more selling pressure too because of that reason. And then also there was just an airdrop. Every single month there is a land NFT holder airdrop. You get 100, 200, 300, 400, or 500 BSLT depending on how big of a land that you have. So all the landowners got airdropped free BSLT for just having the NFT. There's also going to be another NFT or land airdrop in a couple of days where they're going to give out about 50 BSLT to the landowners, give or take a little bit, depending on how much was rented in the system land. So there's a lot of BSLT now becoming into the game that is just like free, being minted out of the air from XL Games. XL Games potentially also could be selling some BSLT themselves because they did say that they are going to sell some, every month to keep game operations going. So you have a lot of selling pressure and you don't really have any buying pressure. So this is why I came to the conclusion, a couple days ago, a week ago maybe, when we talked about BSLT is going to go down to about 35 cents. So that was my logic on this, and we're now currently seeing BSLT in the 30s, which I do think this is going to, stay here for a while. I think once we get a little bit lower, some people will actually start investing again into BSLT and be like, hey, 30 cents is pretty cheap. And then I can go buy a bunch of XP pots, or I can go buy a bunch of Archeum. Because that's the only thing that you do is you buy items in game, you buy things in game. No one really needs to buy house designs anymore because they already got their house designs. Like all the land is fairly built on right now. If you look in game, you can see that. So there's nothing there. The Arc Passes, there's going to be a new one coming up soon, but most likely it's not going to cost 1,000 BSLT again. It's probably going to cost a lot less. And so those people are already going to keep their their BSLT. The Arc Pass is a one-time payment, right? So you pay 1,000 BSLT, and then once you finish it, you get that 1,000 BSLT back. And you can either cash out, leave the game, use it for other stuff, or you can go and spend it on the next Arc Pass. Well, if they change the price of the Arc Pass from 1,000 down to 200 or 50, now you have an extra 950 BSLT or 800 BSLT. You have a lot extra BSLT from your first month. And so what are you going to do with that 800 BSLT? Like, are you going to put it into something else? There's not really much else to buy in the game. If you're not buying Archeum, if you're not buying labor pots, if you're not buying XP pots, there realistically isn't that many things to buy in the game with BSLT. So the next logical thing is to cash it out and, get your money. And that's what I think a lot of people are doing, is cashing out and getting their money. I don't think the token will ever collapse, go back down to like 3 cents or 5 cents or 10 cents. I think at the very lowest we'll see is a token price maybe of around like 15 or 20 cents. But then you have this interaction. Let me see if I can find a chart of token, but it's when North America launches, then there's a lot more demand for the token. Pretty much North America will be the next big buying catalyst and pushing this token price up. So let's go over here. Go to stock twits and let's go just like, let's go bomb crypto. Do they have it? Is this it? I just want a chart. Let me see. So I posted a chart in the Archeworld Discord. I'm trying to find a chart. So, okay, this is more of what I was talking about. So, something like this. So Archeworld is going to have a token, right? It's going to start out small. It goes zoom, goes up. So, and then we don't know the time frame. So disregard all the time frames. But it's going to go zoom up, and then it's going to get to a peak, and then it's going to start crashing down, right? And it's going to stay low for an extended period of time. The next time that we'll actually see another zoom up, in my opinion, is when the North America region opens up. And now that they delayed that to Q1, we're going to be in a lull period. We're going to be in this, like, it potentially could go, low again, and it will just sit like this. It will sit low, 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 little peaks, little valleys, little peaks, little valleys, just like kind of consolidating around that price point. And then once North America happens, you can potentially see this once again, this big spike, because now everyone in North America needs to play BSLT to buy their houses. They need to pay BSLT to buy their ARC passes. They need BSLT to start their character and progress faster than everyone else in the server. So the race is on. When a new server opens, the price of BSLT should skyrocket, and we should see this kind of massive surge. But they're also releasing more BSLT. So they just did an announcement today that they said 1v1 PvP arenas are coming, and then also 3v3 PvP arenas are coming. And that's part of the update in October. And they are going to award BSLT for the top ranking players. So they're now finally actually introducing a way to earn BSLT in game instead of the game being completely deflationary. So that is going to have a negative effect on the BSLT price, right? Because now the game is actually providing new BSLT and introducing new BSLT. There's no longer just destruction and fees taking away BSLT. So I want to find a chart. I'll find a chart for tomorrow, I think, hopefully, and show you exactly kind of what I mean with how I think this BSLT price is going to go. But yeah, this is a very good example. It's like everyone kind of expected a big spike, right? But some people thought the spike was up to 15 cents or to 20 cents or to 25 cents. Not many people thought this token could go close to $1. I actually had a prediction on that it could go close to $1 for a while in the very beginning, but I got tricked out. I sold my tokens at like 19 cents, right? I was like, it went up too quickly, too fast. 19 cents, good deal. But then I bought back in at 32 cents. So all that money that I cashed out at 19, I rebought back at 32, and then I wrote it up. I didn't hit the dollar mark, obviously, because of the 24-hour lockout period, which sucked. But yeah, so we ended up cashing out at, was it 52? 52 and 57 was the price I think it was that we cashed out at the tokens. It was either 52, 57 or 42, 47. You can post it down below. I've said it multiple times. I can't remember anymore. But yeah, so we cashed out at that price speed because, again, you put your money where your mouth is. And I believe that the token price is going down. I say I might be buying more of the tokens at like the 35-cent range, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Like, I really want to see how the arenas are introduced, how much BSLT they're introducing in the arenas as rewards, and then also how much tokens XL Games is actually selling every month, how much, they're doing that, because that's a big factor. They have like 999 million tokens pretty much. And the players have approximately like 1 million tokens. So like they control a majority of the tokens. Almost all of the tokens XL Games has control over. Some of them are locked up. Most of them, like, probably 750 million are locked up. But they still have control over a whole bunch of tokens. So they can do, literally whatever they want to. You read the white paper, and yes, there's like rules and like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. But then at the very end, there's the disclosure that says we can do whatever the heck we want to do. So the white paper is definitely a guide in what they intend to do, but they are also free to do whatever the heck they want to do. So if they wanted to sell all their tokens like tomorrow, they essentially could and cause a big rug pull. But like, we know that they're not going to do that because they're a legitimate company. This is where in other crypto games, I never really got involved too much into them because of these reasons. They're not legitimate companies. The other game companies, sure, they may be like, yeah, we're good. We've been working on games for 5 years or 10 years or whatever. But like, they're a brand new company, unknown people. They've got maybe like 5, 10 people working on it. You never know when they could rug pull and just screw everyone. Like, it's definitely possible. So, all right, guys, this is the BSLT update for today. Bad news, but, again, I talked about this. I like this news. I like the BSLT price going down. It means the game can get new players, new people that can come in. It's cheaper to play and try Archeworld. Unfortunately, it does suck that you're trying to earn money, and now your money value is decreased. But, again, I'm not here strictly for the money, right? Money is great. Don't get me wrong. I want the price to go higher, but I'm happy that it's going down. And it's kind of weird to say that because my money value has gone down. Like, but again, I don't care really about the money that I have in this game. This money is fun money. I'm playing here for fun. And this is what some people don't realize. Some people put their life savings, or they don't have any investment money. They don't have any extra money. And they come in and they throw money into things, and they get super emotional and super like, why is me? It's all manipulated. It's all crazy. Like, they're all cheating. They're all screwing me over. And it's like, don't invest the money that you can't lose. Only invest, play money, essentially. Money that you don't care about that you can lose and not feel bad about. So, guys, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. That was my rant here on the BSLT and what's going on, in my opinion. Again, of course, everything, all my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor at any way, stretch, or form. You do whatever makes you happy, and that's just simply how I live my life. I do what makes me happy, and that's why I'm making these videos and talking to you guys and just hanging out, is because it makes me happy. I enjoy this game. I enjoy chatting with you, and I enjoy talking and conversing, and I enjoy trolling some people here and there too. So I will see you guys.